Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you tonight, breaking down the NFL. We've got two games in the NFL tonight, all right? But we're going to break down one. So I need you to keep me updated on the Dolphins. And when I see Melanie in the chat, our resident Dolphin expert, keep me updated there. But what we're going to do is break down the Bengals at the Broncos tonight, and we're going to get after it. So good to see everybody. Please say hello in the chat. Say what's up, Matty boy in the club. Good to see you, big boy. How we doing? Tizzle said, screw the Chargers. Yeah, my Survivor season is over. It's done. Elliot, everyone drop their first TD score really quick, AB. Yeah, drop it in. Hey, and vote in the chat. All right, or in the chat, in the poll in the chat. Who's going to get the first touchdown? Curtis said, crew, let's make some money and have some fun, man. We're going to do both of those tonight. Absolutely. Checking in the fam at the South Point Casino in Las Vegas. Nice. I wish I was with you right now, my man. Tina said, hi, AB. Hi, Tina. So good to see you. No Chill said, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Smash that follow on No Chill Sports. Make sure to subscribe to them. B Mill said, what up, AB? What up, big dog? Tone Loke, AB, Bo Nick, sophomore slump. We're going to walk through that offense 100%. Support is free. Absolutely. Make sure to follow all the folks over at No Chill Sports. I love the whole crew. Played first, field first TD2, Wayne. There we go. Okay. Bad Bunny Super Bowl. All right. There we go. All right. Let's jump into it here. So, like we said, Bengals at the Broncos. Broncos, 7.5-point favorite. Bengals plus 360 on the money line, a total of 44.5. Big J Parlay said, AB, what's good, my brother? Man, what is good, Big J? How we doing, brother? So good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Matty, I said it's Mason Taylor season. All right, there we go. All right, so Broncos, 7.5-point favorite. Bengals plus 360, total 44.5. So let's go ahead and jump into it. And it's going to be a ton of fun. Let's hit the picks right out of the gate. All right. First off, let's go. J.K. Dobbins, longest rush, over 14.5 yards. I think old J.K. is going to get himself an okay tonight to run the football. That was the worst joke of all time. I apologize for that. Yet I still feel good with said bet. J.K. Dobbins, longest rush, over 14.5 yards. Chase Brown, anytime TD. Bengals are a fascinating team here, especially when we get in the red zone. Give me CB, anytime TD. Could come in the ground, could come in the air. Yeah, Bud said ABOG with the NES. Yes, sir. You see in the background? Absolutely. Jake Browning, 2+ picks. Look, I'm doing it. I have an addiction, everyone. I have a problem. I'm addicted to interception props. So play this one how you will. Jake Browning to throw one pick is minus 190. Yeah. I'm going to play him for 2, but again, do with that what you will. You could also parlay one interception and a money line or something. Yeah. If there's another way you want to go about it, do it. This one, honestly, is just for me. All right. Seahawks money line, Broncos money line. We've had that parlay. We're sitting on that one. Matty, I said intervention time, AB. I think that we're getting close. All right. I think that we're getting close. You know, Elliot, my name is AB, and I'm addicted to betting interceptions. Hey, AB. It's so true. Seahawks money line, Broncos money line. We've been on that parlay since Thursday. Broncos team total over 26.5, all over that one. Japan, he likes it too. Absolutely, big dog. Me and you, let's go. And then the game, Bengals and Broncos over 44.5. That number stayed pretty much all day, all night last night. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to roll with it. But those are the 6 that we have in this game. Now, again, and we'll get back to those, don't worry. But, God, look at my hair. I have got to get a haircut. This thing's out of control. All right. So, again, we have another game that's about to start in about 5 minutes. So I'm going to work this one. If you could, keep me apprised in the chat. If we got any big plays, first touchdown, et cetera, et cetera. And feel free to drop in your first touchdowns for that game as well. All right, let's jump into it here. So let's get to know these two teams and how they have gone about this season in terms of scoring. So you see the Cincinnati Bengals, okay? Basically, Joe Burrow was 9-7. Or I'm sorry, Joe Burrow was week 1, and then it's been the Jake Browning show. So take a look here. The Bengals definitely a first quarter scoring team. Well, they were. This is not good. When your leading scoring has been in the third quarter, that's abnormal in the NFL. Generally, the second quarter is always the highest score, like, historically, right? Third quarter has been tough. So this offense, what I mean by that is this offense is trying to find itself. So if you've seen something over the last week or two, it doesn't mean that they're going to be attacking the same way. But we're going to have an idea on this offense, I assure you of that, because Jake Browning is 100% Jake Browning. And we've got film on him, and he's a better quarterback than people give him credit for. But he absolutely has tendencies, and I'm going to show you those. AB Browning 1+ pick and 30+ passing attempts plus 100. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, you take a look at the Denver Broncos here. Again, they've been a second quarter scoring team, which is pretty average, again, across the NFL. But third quarter, fourth quarter points, been low. So what can they do? Sean Payton and this offense have got to get things just consistent. Playing better, consistent. Playing better, consistent, right? And I think that tonight is an excellent opportunity to do that against the Bengals defense. Now, so that's taking a look at scoring. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks. Jake Browning versus Bo Nix. Now, I want you to notice this, okay, right out of the gate. These numbers are identical. 220, 220 and a half, like 220 and a half, 220 and a half. Pass attempts, 33 and a half Browning, 31 and a half Bo Nix. Completions, 21 and a half, 21 and a half. Longest completion, 21 and a half and 21 and a half. Look how low that number is. We are usually in the 30s for quarterbacks for longest completion. Notice that. Though an interception, minus 195 for Jake Browning, minus 105 for Bo Nix. I don't know if I've ever put together one that is closer than that. So there you go. That's a little bit of the book saying we don't kind of know, and a little bit of the book saying let's just throw it out and see where people take it. Yeah. So again, here's the concern. If you're betting Bengals props, Denver is going to look to own time of possession tonight. NFL HD, comma.com. That's a new one. Oh, man, they're going with the same ones from yesterday. Come on, bots. You got to step it up, baby. It's Monday Night Football. Let's go. But we do like the bots coming in. There we go. All right. Yeah, pretty damn even. I've never really seen that even across the board. All right, let's take a look at the run game here. Now, this is where it's going to come down in this game. Both teams are going to try to alleviate pressure on their quarterbacks. Okay, Chase Brown, over under 58.5 rushing yards. J.K. Dobbins, 65.5 over under. Rushing attempts, 16.5 for Chase Brown, 14.5 for J.K. Dobbins. All right, so pay attention to that right there. The Bengals are going to want to run the football, and so are the Broncos. Longest rush, 11.5 for Chase Brown, very attainable number, 14.5 for J.K. Dobbins. Plus 145 anytime touchdown, Chase Brown. Plus 1,000, 2 touchdowns for Chase Brown. Minus 130 anytime TD for J.K. Dobbins. Plus 425 for 2 touchdowns for Dobbins. So there you go. I mean, the books are telling you that J.K. Dobbins is going to get some work tonight. But so is Chase Brown. The question is, how long can the Bengals hold in this game? Because if the Broncos can get the Bengals in one-dimensional mode of just passing, now you're going to blast through those Jake Browning, props of attempts, etc., all those. But you're gonna get rid of the run game. Now, Chase Brown can catch out of the backfield, so that's something. That being said, though, this is all about staying even. All right. If the Bengals defense is just hot knife through butter, it's going to be a tough night, man. No Chill said, I was thinking 2 INTs for Browning. AB solidified it for me. There we go. A fellow, one of us, me and you, baby. Also, how can I become a bot? Seems like a fun job. Dude, I know. 100%, man. Hey, if you guys could hit the like button for me real quick. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it up. Right now would be massive, massive, massive. YouTube will help us out. But I want to ask you for anything else. Just if you could do that, that'd be great. And thank you. All right, taking a look. Rushing props, going further here. Rushing yards. Talked about Dobbins and Brown. RJ Harvey, see him in the chat, over under 24.5 yards for the Broncos. Bo Nix, 21.5 yards. He's going to be running tonight. I think his over under, we'll look at it in a second. I think it's 6.5. Jake Browning, 9.5 over under rushing yards. Rushing attempts, Bo Nix, 5.5. There you go. So I think Bo Nix averages, 6.3 rushes per game. Good looking number right there. Reed says, Sean Payton has running back commitment issues. I don't trust 66 yards for JKF taking the under. You know what, buddy? That's why I played his longest rush. I feel you. But Dolphins start with ball. Thank you very much. Keep me updated on that one. Okay, so those are taking a look at the rushing props. Wayne, those are some ugly unis the Dolphins are wearing. I haven't seen them. Which ones are they going with? All right, wide receivers. So we got some big name boys up here. They can catch the football. Jamar Chase, 67.5 over under receiving yards. Cortland Sutton, 64.5. Receptions, Jamar Chase, 5.5. Sutton, 4.5. Longest reception, 22.5 for Jamar Chase, 21.5 for Cortland Sutton. Let me just say, if you're going to play longest reception for Jamar Chase over 22.5, why don't you just play Jake Browning longest completion over 21.5? Who else is going to throw it? Plus 1.8. The Dolphins are wearing all black with teal numbers. That's fascinating. I got to see it, though, because, it could be fire, man. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But, all right. So, plus 185 for Chase to score a touchdown, plus 1,400 for 2. Plus 145 for Sutton, plus 950 for 2. So, these are very attainable numbers. The question is going to become, how long do the Broncos have to throw the football? And is the pass game working for the Bengals? We're going to find out. We're going to take a look at the offense. But that is your, this is a fascinating game. This can go a lot of routes. We'll talk about more of that in a second. Receiving yards here. T. Higgins, 46.5. Troy Franklin, 44.5. Marvin Mims, injury issues there, but he is a Mims, so we love him, 27.5. Ingram, 21.5. Mike Gesicki, 20.5. Chase Brown, 18. I mean, look at all these names. 14.5. RJ Harvey, 10.5. Dobbins, 9.5. Drew Sample, 9.5. That's kind of what I was getting at, is that there are so many people that can catch one pass. You know what I mean? You know those games where you look at the box score and you're like, dude, did everyone have 2 catches? That's what worries me about a game like this, right? NFLHD.com, and worried about it. iPhone, red warning, football, satellite. Again, see, you're getting ominous, bro. Like, I don't know if they're trying to take us out, if these are, emoji bets. I don't know. But again, you take a look at receptions here. I love playing the bot game. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about, all right, is that you've got so many names that can do a little bit. You're going to have to pick your spots. Because you've got the Broncos who are not wanting to throw, and you got the Bengals who are not wanting to throw. But Sometimes you don't get what you want in life, right? Um, Matty boy, I wish I loved anything like AB loves a good bot. They're fun. I like the chaos. All right, now let's talk about parlays. David, AB, these emojis are rude. They are rude emojis, bro. All right, so we hit all 3 underdog parlays last night. And let me say, the underdog parlays are sometimes a little more fun to put together, especially when you start moving the numbers. So let's take a look here. Bottom left, top to bottom. Tell me if you like any of these. Zach, you want to play whack? You've got the ability, right? Go ahead. Hey, Zach, you got next one, big bro, and announce it too. Say it with your chest. All right, here we go. Plus 298. Bengals plus 10.5. Jamar Chase, anytime TD. Jake Browning, 150 plus passing yards. Okay, let me say that again. We're moving the spread to plus 10.5. Jamar Chase, anytime TD, and Jake Browning, 150 plus passing yards, plus 298. Up top, plus 345. Bengals, again, plus 10.5. Chase Brown, anytime TD. Jake Browning, 200 plus passing yards, plus 345. And then bottom, all right, Bengals straight, like the spread, plus 7.5. Jamar Chase, anytime TD. Jake Browning, 2 passing touchdowns at plus 525. All right, so drop those in the chat. If any of the parlays you see that you like. My man Big Patrick said plus 345. Bud said Dolphin Black Tarps are fire. I got to see them. Like, I like black uniforms, man. They're dope. Zach, plus, all right, get some plus 345 love right there. Yeah, keep dropping them in. Let me know what you see in regards to the Bengals. David said plus 345 as well. All right. Eccles 3-0 Dolphins. Boom. There we go. That was quick. All right. Let's jump over to the Broncos side. All right. Bottom left, top, bottom. So bottom left plus 274. Broncos, we're going to take that minus 7.5 down to 6.5. And we're going to do that in all of the parlays. All of it. Man, you're going to have to come. Look, we see what you're doing. All right. You're just reusing those emojis. NFL HD, comma, com. All right. Come on, baby. I believe in you. You got this. Now, next one comes strong. Zach, my bad. I jumped in your way. That was habit. I apologize. You got the next one. All right. Up top, plus 45. Broncos, minus 6.5. J.K. Dobbins, anytime TD. Cortland Sutton, anytime TD. Plus 45. Bottom, plus 5. Yeah, Zach, that was my bad, bro. that was pure habit, instinct, animal instinct. Plus 575. I'm a protector. I apologize. Broncos, minus 6.5. J.K. Dobbins, 2+ tutties. Yeah, Elliot, I know, man. I got in the way of my boy. Yeah, Dobbins, 2+ tutties. And Bo Nix, 150 plus passing yards, plus 575. And that's even with the alternate spread. Yeah, John said Zach not quick enough to trick. Look, that's on me, man. Look, hey, quick draw McGraw. You know what I mean? Yeah, Zach, you got the next one, big dog. All right, so let me know. Do you see any of these Broncos parlays that you like? Tizzle plus 575. You know, I agree. Like, I think that Dobbins, like, speaking of in the chat, like, in terms of we were talking about his carries, I totally agree with that. All right, Zach, you got that. Ooh, Zach, you get the CBS one too. Ask him for my bullhorn back. Yeah, like this. Is anybody feeling okay? Tizzle, now they're laughing at us. Is anybody feeling 2 touchdowns from any player on the board? Like, drop it in the chat, right? Like, who do you think is a candidate that could possibly score 2 touchdowns? And are you going beyond running backs on that? Now, again, there might be 0. There's no, right, wrong answer here, right? But it feels to me like this could be a game, like Josh Jacobs for the Packers is a 2 touchdown candidate. You know what I mean? I think Ashton Gianti is going to be a 2-touchdown candidate type of dude. You know, like I'm not saying that we may or may not have them tonight, but it is good to identify those dudes because I'll tell you this. Look, man, touchdown scores are tough. We all know that. That being said, though, somebody's got to score some touchdowns, right? So even at least one in a parlay can work out. You know what I mean? But again, you know, we got to find out. Yeah, and Jeff, 100%. I agree. Like on the opposite side, yeah, definitely. A-Chain, Brees Hall, those are 2 touchdown guys, right? CMC, yep, 100%. 100%. My man, Big Christian Hastings, what's good, brother? Good to see you, man. Bud said JK or Garrett Wilson. Yep, I like that. Curtis said Jamar Chase, he's about to get fed. Oh, yeah. Hey, if I were Jake Browning, buddy, you're getting the first look every time. Oh, yeah, Saquon. Yeah, Saquon and Jalen. That's what makes it crazy for the Eagles that they have 2 of them. And we don't even talk about like A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith, right? But what we do talk about here, my favorite part of the show, it's time for the no fly. Okay, let's break down Jake Browning and this Bengals offense. So what I'm going to do is I've gone through the film and I'm going to show you his last 2 games. All right. I'm not even going to put up the full quadrant part of where he's going to throw pick. I want to just show this offense and it's going to identify itself very quickly. All right. Look at that right there, Matty boy. All right. So take a look at the secondary rankings of the Broncos on the left. 2nd in the NFL, short left. 10th, short mid. 19th, short right. 12th, deep left. Tied for 1st, deep mid. 5th, deep right. Now, what does this offense look like? Okay, this is Jake Browning against Minnesota. 19 to 27, 140 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. There you go. Green dots completions, white dots incompletions, red dots interceptions, blue lines a touchdown. What do you see first? Okay. The first thing that you always want to identify in looking at these charts, okay, is where is the average pass at? And look at this. This is 5 yards and in, Hoss. They are keeping it tight, exactly as was described in the chat by a couple smart folks here, breaking down exactly what you would probably likely see in regards to these teams and these quarterbacks keeping passes short. Expect that. However, see those red dots? All right, you see them? Yep, middle of the field to the right. He could throw some touchdowns, but that's where he's throwing picks. And again, this is against the Jaguars. 21 of 32, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He has 5 picks in 2 games. Why? Because he's trying to stretch it way too far. Now, he can hit those once or twice, but be easy, big dog. There's a reason why you have a lot of green dots at the line of scrimmage. Keep it there. But Jake Browning is going to press the defense tonight, and he's going to take his shots because, quite frankly, why the hell not? You ain't got much of a defense, and you're a backup quarterback. Whatever. All right, so there you go. He's going to chuck it, and it's probably going to get picked, and the big key is paying attention to 2 things, okay? And I'm going to show you that right here. 5 yards and in offense, we already know that. Work the boundaries, be safe with the football. But you've got to run the football. You cannot have Browning throwing 40 times a game. He'll put up some yards. He's better than people think, but it's not going to work out well. You have to have a run game. And Denver's defense is going to load the box and force you to throw it. Can you get out of that Tetris spot? Swing and screen game. All right. Not only running the football. Do you see how many passes are at the line of scrimmage? Use it. Use everything you got. There's no point in holding back. All right. You've already lost Joe Burrow. You're down Burrow. And you spend all the money on the wide receivers. Just let it rip. Just let it go. And we'll see what happens when the dust settles. That's about all you can do if you're Cincinnati tonight, because trying to play it safe, not going to work out well for you. All right, now let's look at the other side here. All right, NFLHD.com, a light bulb, a red circle, a football, and a movie screen. They're all right. I give that 4 out of 5 stars to throw a pick, just like we do with Browning. Now, Bo Nix. All right, take a look at the Bengals secondary. 5th, short left. 7th, short mid. 27th, short right. 21st, deep left. 1st, tied deep mid with the Denver Broncos. And 9th, deep right. Okay, this is actually not a bad defense right here. It's not. And they're getting stuck in islands, bro. But as Tizzle says, and he's correct, Bo Nix is the check down king. And take a look. All right. Film don't lie. You can see it right here. All right. This is against the Colts, 22 of 30, 206, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Look at these bunches. The 5-yard line. You're going to see short passes. You'll see a couple long ones, but not a ton of them. Because the Broncos want to run the football first and then throw it 5 yards at a time and just wear you out. So pay attention there. Now, Bo Nix is a passer. He got some work to do. All right. This is why they're throwing it 5 yards and in. Okay. If he goes deep left, if he goes deep mid, could be in trouble. Intermediate could be trouble. But Bo Nix is a decent quarterback. Again, it's all about running the football, staying balanced, and staying aggressive, but smart aggressive. Sean Payton's been around. All right. He's not going to dial you up bad plays. All right. But he is not an easy coach to work for either. So pay attention there. But that being said, if I were coaching, if I were Sean Payton tonight, what would I tell Bo Nix? Number one, I'd tell the whole team, this is a workhorse game. All right. I'm sick of being 1-2. You understand me? I'm sick of it. Let's get to even, and let's go from there. We can't win the Super Bowl tonight, but we can whip their ass. Own the time of possession. All right, you could have a circus coming at you. You don't know what you're going to get with the Bengals, but I'll tell you this, they don't care, and that's dangerous. All right? You ever fought somebody who didn't really care whether they won or lost? A little psychotic in the head? Yeah, not fun. All right, that's what you could get with the Bengals because, yeah, just own the clock. Keep the football. Run the football. Own it. Dictate the game. All right? You'll eventually phase them out. Take what the defense gives you, okay? If it's 5 yards and in, 5 yards and in. Take it, okay? Don't be dumb. Let me tell you, I have interviewed Tom Brady. He said the same thing. If you give, look, and he's done it. Tom Brady used to stand there and throw the 3-yard out pass, and he'd throw it 11 times in a row until your ass came up and stopped it. Do that. Okay? And when they come to step up, run the football, throw it deep. But take what they give you because they're not going to be able to stop everybody. And swing it out. Same deal. All right? Use the backs back there. Use your tight ends behind the line of scrimmage. Use wide receivers behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of screen game. Swing passes. You know what I mean? Bo Nix on the run as well. Be athletic, man, and have fun. This could be a good one for Bo Nix. 3 out of 5 stars to throw a pick. There you go. Now, understanding these teams in terms of penalties. All right. NFL HD, Comic-Con, man, a football, a clap. Look, that is preseason material. That's B-League, son. We're talking about starters around here. Come on, baby. Step it up. All right, Bengals here. Actually not too terribly bad in terms of penalties. There's nothing that they do that's just horrific. Just don't get yourself in trouble tonight, right? But quite frankly, the Bengals are a decently, good penalty team. Denver Broncos, defensive pass interference has been a problem. Other than that, cut down holding. Again, that's not bad by any means there. So, yeah, man, defensive pass interference. And don't be surprised if you see the Bengals try to take advantage of that. I would. If I get one-on-one coverage, dude, when in doubt, run a 9 route. Go. I'll chuck it up. I'll even throw it a little short. You know what I mean? He ain't going to turn around. Get the penalty. Peggy said, beat it, bots. Peggy's right. Boom. That one's for Peggy right there. There we go. All right. So, yeah, those are the penalties for these two teams. All right. Let me get the picks back up here. And let's hit those, and we're going to talk some touchdowns here. So, J.K. Dobbins, longest rush, over 14 and a half yards, minus 120. Chase Brown, anytime TD, plus 150. Jake Browning, again, I have a problem. So if you want to stay off this one, I get it, but I'm taking it. Jake Browning, 2+ picks, plus 180. Seahawks money line, Broncos money line. We've had that one since Thursday, plus 130. Broncos team total over 26 and a half. And then the Bengals and the Broncos over 44 and a half. Okay. So now we got there. Let's get to the most fun part of the night. So if you are brand new, this is how it works. Jets fumbled on the 5. Wait, on the Dolphins 5 or their own 5? Elliot, I expect Bo Nix to positively regress on his long ball. Threw it a lot better last year and expect him to get closer to that despite his rough start. Now I'm with you, man. He's a good quarterback. I like Bo Nix, man. He's a tough kid. All right, so if you're new, how this works. Oh, so they were going in. Ooh, that's brutal. Oh, that's a bad fumble, Curtis. Yeah, absolutely. How it works, first touchdown score of the game, but it has to be at plus 1,000 odds or more. Okay? So if you hit one, you get into the club. And let me show you what that club looks like. Spitzer Kilgore is in the club. He's got one. Big Zach Phelps, Matt Logan. Look at Big Wayne. He's got 3 diamonds already. I'm in. It's just me is in. Big DC, Dan Clark's got 2. Ian's in. Peggy is in. Moshe is in. Father Whale is in. Marshall is in. Double Down's in. Liddy's in. Pat's in. Cyclone's in. Big Dave Sherpin, my boy, he's in. Curtis is in. Matty Boy is in. Big John is in. And Jared is in. So congratulations to everybody in the club. Yeah, that does hurt the over, John. That absolutely brutal, man. Brutal. Double Down. Got 2. Yeah, big time. All right. So again, so how it works is this. Drop in the chat, or you could do it in the Discord as well, at who yours is. Okay? Everybody's free to play. Drop that in, plus 1,000 or more. And we'll continue to honor everybody that's in the club. Now, let me pull this up because we had a poll in the chat. All right, for our Howie Schwab pick. So give me one. To hear my voice. Bo Nix is your winner at 31% plus 1,300. Bo Nix is the choice for Howie Schwab. Play of the day. Now, where am I going? Big Troy Franklin. Give me the big dog. I like Franklin, man. He's a heck of a player. He's an athletic dude. And I think that they're going to utilize this man, especially in the red zone. Give me my man plus 1,100. All right. I'll put the let our new cats in there and enjoy it. All right. Drop it in the chat. Like I said, it's got to be plus 1,000 or more. And it's okay if you've got one that's chalky at plus 1,000. Look, it's fine. 1,000, that's the rule, right? So if you find it, you find it. Big Spencer's going Ingram plus 1,600. Japan, give me Bo Nix. Matty Ice going double E, Evan Ingram. Big Jason's going Mike Gesicki, 3,000. Dude, that sounds like a robot or a band. Gesicki, 3,000. Tizzle, let's go AB. Let's go Tizzle. That duck connection. Yes, sir. Big Wayne Gesicki is a good look. Yeah, absolutely. Jared, I had a first tee. The Packers gave me be my first one with Dubs. At the boy. Good to see you in here, man. Drew going Jamar Chase, first TD. Yeah, it's crazy that he's up there, right? Yeah, I got you, big dog. Yeah, we just got 2 pages now. Yeah, no doubt. Matty Boy going Jamar Chase, 1,200. There we go. Double Down, going for his 3rd diamond. Chase, 12-1. Never get that number. I know, right? I was looking at that like, dude, it's crazy. Melody, I'll take Mike Gesicki for known reasons. Oh, Mels, you make me smile. Marshall, join Jamar Chase plus 1,200. Karen, RJ for 1,300. Karen, there we go. I like it. Yeah, keep dropping those in the chat, who you are going with, or drop anything else. If you have any questions or any player props, any parlays here, I can put the parlays back up here. You want to see them. No chill is going Broncos defense first touchdown plus 2,200. I like it. There we go. Jamar Chase, 1,300. Yeah, it's crazy. Jamar Chase. All right, so parlays here. Bengals side plus 298. Bengals plus 10.5. Moving that spread up. Jamar Chase, anytime TD. Jake Browning, 150 plus passing yards. Plus 345. Bengals 10.5. Chase Brown, anytime TD. Jake Browning, 200 plus passing yards. Then finally, plus 525. Bengals plus 7.5. Jamar Chase, anytime TD. Jake Browning, 2+ passing touchdowns. Now, the other side here for the Broncos, Broncos minus 6.5, moving that spread down from 7.5 to 6.5. J.K. Dobbins, anytime TD. Bo Nix, 200 plus passing yards. Plus 485. Broncos minus 6.5. J.K. Dobbins, anytime TD. Cortland Sutton, anytime TD. And then plus 575. Broncos minus 6.5. J.K. Dobbins, 2 touchdowns. And Bo Nix, 150 plus passing yards. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Tracy's going Mims. There we go. Jared going Troy Franklin. I like that. Zach plus 2,200. Marvin Mims Lumber. That's what I'm talking about right there. Big Ben, RJ Harvey Lucky plus 1,300. I like it. John, might let Japan use my ID to get in the club tonight. There we go. Little Al going Marvin Mims. I like it. Bibbo, I made it simple myself. I just took Miami money line and Denver minus 6.5 at singles and a 2-leg parlay. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Melanie said, I'll take Randall Mims plus 25,000. There we go. I like it. Mims going to punch one in tonight. Hey, Freddie, I agree. Get a little luck on our side because you know what? I mean, it's for real, dude. Who's got it better than us? For real, nobody. Nobody's got it better than us. NFLHD.com. Did you step it up? Movie thing, football, star, and 100? I mean, CBS. Come on, fellas. Man, am I going to have to come back up there, teach the bots? Penguins, blue waving in a tier? Are we killing off Penguins, CBS? Come on, man. Yeah, Melanie, you got to be rich. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. All right. We'll jump out of here. Let everybody watch the game. Get ready for the next one. Don't want to keep you more than we need to. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, normal time. But until then, best of luck. Cash these tickets, and we'll see you in the morning. Thanks. Who's got it better than us? Nobody!